Ray, in today's question, in today's blog post, I got to ask you about results. The two truths. Tell me about the two truths that you know to extract more leads, more sales, more reps, to earn profit. You're crushing 40 to 73 sales per day on your blog. Can you give our audience, our community, a little bit of insight into how you are able to pull that off, and more importantly, how our brand new bloggers and veteran bloggers alike can start getting better results, leads, traffic, sales, money from their blog?
A few things. One, I would say the number one, like when people start blogging, they typically want, more traffic, more leads, more sales. They want to make money. I think, the biggest suggestion I have there is really having a plan for consistency. And, being consistent is so critical. And this is why we teach so many different, little tips and strategies on how to be more consistent. You have to, if I evaluated my success on, how many leads and sales I generated in even my first, few months of blogging, I never would have continued. But now we literally can't turn it off. If I'm over the last, our average number of transactions on the blog is right around 40. So every day we have between 40 to all the way up. The best I can remember is 73 off the top of my head, but 40 to 73 transactions per day, even on days where we don't even blog. And that's the power of consistency. Unlike if I'm, prospecting someone at Starbucks, well, that's a great activity. If you're in network marketing, I highly suggest it. However, it's not recorded. Thousands of people can't watch that interaction years later. We generate leads and sales from blog posts that we wrote 5 years ago. I mean, we get affiliate checks from things that we haven't promoted in years. But when you blog, you're creating units, you're creating assets, little units that are soldiers working for you in the online space that people can stumble upon and find and purchase things, become leads, reach out to you, et cetera, and so forth. So I would say, if you're going to start blogging, think about doing it consistently, because that has been absolutely one of the keys. Number two, you need to think in a two-step process. If we've now built an email list of, I think we're at 120,000, something like that. We have 140,000 fans on Facebook, 1.6 million hearts on Periscope. We got all these great things, right? Almost 2 million downloads on our podcast. And the way that we've done that has been through thinking in two steps, not one step. Now, most people think in one step, meaning they post on social media their sales page, or they post on social media their capture page. They post a coupon. They post a link to their product. Think two steps. Before you do that, educate people. And there's a quote out there from Jason Fried, one of the guys that created Basecamp, and he says, out-teach your competition. That's what we've done. We've just created more teachable content and education than most of our competition. And that's why we've done so well in our space, and that's why we continue to do well, is we're typically doing, rolling out content on a daily basis. And once you do it for a while, it's really not that difficult. In the beginning, maybe it took me an hour to blog. Now, I knock out these blogs in 15 minutes. It's just not a big deal. And you can get better and faster at them. So I would say, be more consistent, think two-step, educate, then call to action. If you just take that on, you will separate yourself big time from 90% of the people out there and really grab on to the idea of out-teaching your competition. Create more content than the rest of the people out there, and you're going to build an absolute loyal following. Those would be my tips.